Hi everyone. I'm getting back out and about. So right now I am going to take care of a few things, a few bills, and I'm waiting for Uber to reactivate my account so that I can do some Uber Eats and some Uber rides, pick up a few customers, make that quick money because, with this YouTube thing, it's getting a little bit hairy trying to get these 4,000 watch hours, so I figure I may as well just go ahead and drive Uber. And I can't record while I'm doing driving for Uber. That's against their rules. But I will be more than happy to share with you some of the shenanigans I expect to encounter. Okay? Because, people are going to be people wherever you go. You're picking up people in your vehicle and they talking smack, or maybe they're on their phone talking to somebody and you hear the weirdest things. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't already pressed the thumbs up on the way in, please go ahead and do that. And invite some others to come and ride along with me while I go on this little journey. So today's a little different day, as you all know. I'm just going to talk about this for a minute and then I'm going to let it go. Mom, actually, I was taking care of her, and she actually passed away on December the 12th. And her husband, Dad, he passed on September the 20th, and she couldn't bear to be without him. And so she just gave up. She just gave up and, gave up the ghost, so to speak. Yeah. So she's gone, and, it's hurtful. It's, it's sad because we tried to keep her here. We try to make her happy, try to, fill some of that void for her. But sometimes we just have to know when we could be just being selfish, so to speak, by trying to keep our loved ones here when they really want to go on. And basically, Mom did tell me in so many words that she wanted to go be where her husband was. And the reality just set in that, it didn't matter what I could do, including, taking her places out to, breakfast or lunch, or, going for walks, and even dancing a two-step bedside. And she loved every moment of that. When I would tell her, okay, let's dance, like, let's do a little two-step, nothing too swingy or anything like that, because, at 87, but yeah. And I enjoyed seeing her have, those big smiles on her face when we would do the dance by the bed. And I know that gave her, memories of her husband and her dancing, which they loved to do, and they really loved music also. She sang and he played a guitar. I mean, really well, really well. Her nickname, I remember when we would be at Girl Scouts, would be Canary. And so just remembering good times. I still have my moments, but I'm trying to get back in the swing of things because life does go on, and things have to get done. So basically, I'm out and about today, feel a little bit more on the positive side. So thank you for everyone who has been praying for me and, concerned about me. I'm okay. I'm okay. I just have to keep myself busy. If you're suffering a loss of a loved one, it's good to have someone who will call you and check up on you. I mean, I live alone, so yes, I have my moments when it really does get lonely now. I think about the swing of I was always living alone and I loved my silence, but then I had mom and it was a pleasure to have her, of course. And now she's gone and the silence hurts now. It doesn't feel as good as before. So, I want to thank all of those people who do call me. I mean, I have when I say old classmates, well, classmates who call me to check up on me, um, even old boyfriends. I mean, nothing there, just calling, to check up and make sure that I'm okay. And I truly appreciate it. I've had some great conversation with some who have lost loved ones as well. And this is a learning experience. It's not something you want to go through, but in life, we know at some point we are going to have to go through this thing of taking care of our parents or, um, yeah, taking care of our parents. I'm watching the traffic. Taking care of our parents, dealing with, illnesses and things like that. And of course, there'll be those who won't have any illnesses, and that's great. That's a beautiful thing. But ultimately, we, we have to deal with this in life. So, yeah. But thank you to everyone who would call and, say hello. The text messages, things like that you guys send. I really appreciate it. And yeah, it's busy out here. And like I said, I'm waiting for Uber to go ahead and, you know, um, reactivate my account. I hadn't driven in a while, so I just had to update some documents for them, and then I'd be able to drive again. So I did that overnight, and usually they get back pretty quickly, like within 24 hours of, you know, being of you sending your documents. So parking is very hard out here today. Here's a veteran in the parking lot who's been asking for change. And what's it coming out? Okay, I guess they're not coming out. So anyway, I will just circle until I find a spot, because I really just have to run in and pay a bill, and then I'll be back out. And yeah, okay, here we go. Somebody's coming out. So I will resume this once I go in here and do my transaction, and then I'll be back. But remember, for every sadness you have, there's something good that comes out of it. So don't take it too personal. Relax and see where the journey takes you. Life is a journey, and no one says that the journey is going to be smooth always. We always have to think about what could have happened differently that would have been even more traumatic to you or your loved one. And I really am thankful that my parents lived a very good life. They did. We didn't have to worry about terminal illnesses. We didn't have to worry about, the blood pressures and, cancers and things like that. We didn't have that worry with them. They were basically healthy. And then COVID came along. Promise you, if COVID had not been introduced to their environment, they would be here with us. They would be here with us right now. I'm pretty certain of that. But I just want to say that young people, well, all people, please be mindful that you are being safe. Please wear your mask. Wash your hands. Stay out of crowded areas. I'll tell you more about how I keep myself safe. And I am one of the unvaccinated. I have no intention of getting vaccinated. However, I do practice keeping my immune system strong and washing my hands and avoiding crowds. To me, a crowd is if I go in the supermarket and there are 3 people in an aisle, I do not go in the aisle. I can come back. I will go and shop for something else and then come back to that aisle when there is one or no people in the aisle. But if there are 3 people in the aisle, I will not go down the aisle. Nope. I keep walking. And I make sure I have my wipes. And yeah, I'm very, very careful. I'm very sensitive. My hearing, I hear people coughing and or sneezing, and I go in the opposite direction because I don't want to inhale what they just burst out into the air. I don't know if they're sick or not. I know I'm not. So I'm not taking that chance. So if you haven't thought about it, those might be things you might want to do. So I'm going to go ahead and take a pause right here, and I'll come back and rejoin you in a few minutes. Stay tuned. Yeah, so I'm back. Oh, what an ordeal. So, yeah. So I was just thinking. Yeah, that's my backup camera telling me something's there. But that's what the camera's good for, and all those sensors. So, anyway. So I was just thinking, what's on the menu for Christmas dinner? I mean, I only have to cook for myself, but I have a menu. Do you have a menu? Okay, so here's what it's gonna be. Looking like some Cornish hen and peas and rice. Most likely black beans and rice actually. And then I'm making sorrel to drink. Nice, cool West Indian sorrel, and everybody makes theirs differently. I'll have a video on that later on today. But yeah, what's on your menu? Thanks for coming along on the drive. You're still here. I think my next stop is going to be the car wash. I'm still waiting for Uber to go ahead and verify my insurance, and then I can get with them to drive. So anyway, so on the menu also, so it's Cornish hen, black beans and rice, sorrel. I got spinach, and I'm making banana bread. That's what I'm doing. I'm making banana bread. I wish I could make the sweet bread, but I didn't plan early enough for that, so I may have to put that off for next year or another time. But I'm gonna make a banana bread for a nice little treat later on in the evening. So anyway, yeah, so right now I'm just heading to the car wash, get my car all nice and detailed up so I don't have any negative marks when I pick up my riders later on or when I do the Uber Eats. So if you haven't thought about it, this is like one of the most instant side hustles you can do is Uber, because once you upload your license and your insurance and they do the background check, you're pretty much good to go. It doesn't take that long, maybe a couple of days. They could be faster now, but I don't remember it taking very long for me to get certified to work with them. So you drive, they have different incentives where you can earn, after a certain number of trips. Like right now they have, if you make 70 trips, you can earn an extra $80. That's $80 you didn't have to really go out there and drive for, putting wear and tear in your car, etc. But it is your own business, keep that in mind. Okay, and then there's other incentives. There's also, when there's a surge on, when they're short of drivers, the fares go up to ride with Uber. So you can earn extra money that way too. When there's a surge on, you can earn extra funds because they raise the rates. It's almost like an incentive to get more drivers to log in and work. But yeah, so it's pretty instant, and you get paid. You can get paid weekly, or you can get paid instantly. Like you can do a cash out of your funds that you already earned. You can do a cash out at the end of the day if you want to. So you have some options there. So I work today, and then by once everything is collected and uploaded to Uber, then I can do an instant cash out and get paid today if I wanted to. So it's just something for you to think about. Some of the other side hustles, you have to go through training. Like I did, I was considering Live Ops, which I did work for them as a virtual call center partner a few years back, maybe 10 years back. But with them, the certification period is 30 to 45 days. And then I'll let you know that once you finish your certification, it's almost like YouTube. You have to build up in the algorithm, so to speak. So your stats have to come up. You take so many calls, you have success calls, you make your sales if you're doing sales, or you do insurance, still sales. Customer care, maybe it could be what's the roadside assistance they have. you know, have the number of P90X, you know. They have a number of different programs. You'll see all the infomercials that come on Saturday. Those are virtual call center agents who are taking your calls. And I did that for a little while, and I did pretty good. You know, you can make pretty good if you do it full time. You know, you put, you know, your hours into it. I know there's husband and wife teams that do it. One's on and one's on and one's off, and they make their rent, mortgage, whatever other payments they have to make. For me, it was extra money because I had a full-time job, so I did it passively for what you might call like you know, just extra money. So I would make like maybe $200 or $300 extra a week. So anyway, I am on the road, and I don't want to make this too long, but I did want to get your attention, let you know that I'm back. I'm going to be doing a little better. I know the last video I was not in it, and I forgot all about doing my end screens and stuff like that, but y'all will forgive me. You know what I've been going through. So anyway, be safe, and whatever you do, don't let anyone tell you you can't, because the only reason why they'll tell you that is because they won't even try. So have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye. Here we go, getting the car all detailed, cleaned up. Don't you just love these little squeegee things? Can't see what's going on in front of you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know the kids used to hate this. They would not like to come through here. And I actually got stuck in one of these, but not today. Not today. Thanks for following along. And getting the rest of her cleaning. They shining her up on the inside and out. I'm gonna be ready to go in a minute. Penny always looking good, always looking good. That's my baby. Yes, she is.